How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to talk about a group of misfits. Welcome back to the channel again, everybody. So glad each and every one of you can make it. Yeah, we're going to talk about a group of misfits. And the misfits I'm talking about is the new build group that started this year on YouTube called Diecast Mistfits. Very fitting because I'm definitely a misfit. But there's 10 of us that got together to form the group and everything. And we've made, it's a learning curve. It's changes one after another, starting something new, learning the ropes, but trying to come up with something new, But long story short, we have collectively as a group, we have a chat group over on Facebook where we get together and bounce ideas off one another. So, that's how we come up with some of the ideas that we have. But we've got it set up and scheduled to where nobody's under a big pressure, nobody's under a big gun, especially you guys. We don't want you guys to feel like you're pressured at all to try to join in on our builds. We want you to have time to do whatever you need to do to be able to join in on our builds. That's one of the reasons. The other reason is, like myself, I just can't do it every month because during the winter, there might be 1 week out of 6 to where I will have one day to where I can paint. It's just because of the weather. It is the way it is. So with that stated, we're doing 6 builds a year plus one very special build for 2023. And I'll go over the schedule with you here in just a second. That way there's no misunderstanding or anything like that, to try to, promote it, because I want all of you, I really do, all of you to be in on this. And one of them, you don't even have to build a car to do it. I'll get to that in a second. But we're going to do it February, April, June, July, August, October, and December. With the special build being July 15th, okay? The builds are going to be as follows. I'll read over them and talk to you as we go along. But before I get to that, we did this particular schedule with you guys in mind because we want you to be able to join in without any extra expense to you or any extra trouble to you. What I mean by that, take for instance National Red Line Day. Some people don't have red lines, but they really want to participate. So in order to participate, that means they have to go and buy, whether it be locally, the flea markets, collectors, or eBay, Macquarie, any of those places. You have to go buy one and then customize it, redo it, or however you want to look at it. We don't want that for you. Now in the future it might change, as we run out of ideas, we might have to revisit some that's already been done. It's just the way it is in this game. But to start off with, we want to keep this as painless as we can and fun as we can, and collectively together, all of us have fun, including you. So all the builds this year are open. We did our first one closed just so we could get our feet wet and start working out some of the knick-knack little things, to try to make this happen. So as I stated, the February 2023 build for February 15th will be any 1/64th casting. The theme is pink for Valentine's Day, or pink/Valentine's Day. But I know PF from Medvisions is the one that put this out, so I know he wants it done pink. So with that stated, any casting, paint it pink. Doesn't matter what color pink, as long as it's pink. Next up is April 15th. Any 1/64th gasser. It has to be a gasser already. Can be Matchbox, Corgi, Erdl, any 1/64th casting, okay? That's already a gasser. And turn it into a Gaslands gasser. Gasland is very open interpretation. There's no right, there's no wrong. You can hit guns, you can hit rockets, flamethrowers. plow to the front of it, and, you know, chicken wire, whatever you want to do. It's up to you, but it has to be a gasser. June 15th, any 1/64 Mopar. Again, you're just taking a Mopar and customizing it to your taste. Like, I'm trying to see something. Let's pretend this was a Mopar, okay? I like it, but I don't like the way it looks, okay? I want to change that and make it into a Mopar that I would want. So, that's the thing for June the 15th. All these are due June 15th, okay? For July 15th, this is the charity build, okay? And this, we're still working on a few things, okay, with this. But it's forced. What we're going to do is we're going to nominate a charity. Put it on the spinner. Ronnie's going to put them in the spinner. Spin that bad boy, and whatever it lands on, okay, will be written down. That will be this year's charity bill. The rest of them will stay on there. That one will be taken off the wheel. We may add another one and spin it again for the following year, you know, or we may leave that space blank and just spin it for the ones that are on there. That way, when it's all said and done, everybody's charity will get something, okay? And what we're going to do, we want to keep it to where everybody can participate. We want this to be as big as it can be, okay? We, as humans, have to try to help where we can, as often as we can, as much as we can. And this is just, you know, us using our talent, for lack of a better word, to try to help, okay? So, anybody that is capable of building a car for the build. And this particular one, Mr. Paco over at Paco's Diecast Garage picked this one out. It's any 1/64 casting, and the theme is auto show. In other words, make it pretty, make it shiny. And what's going to happen is, Paco's going to be the host this year. We're going to send those cars to Paco, right? And it's not just us. We want you to participate also. The more that we can get, raffle these bad boys off. We're going to have a lot, not raffle. Well, I don't know if they're going to do it as a raffle or if they're going to do it as a live auction. We haven't got that worked out 100% yet. But anyhow, we want as many cars as we can get that can be put up, and then 100% of that money will go to that charity. This year, like I said, July 15th is for St. Jude's. So every bit of the money that we take in goes straight to St. Jude's. And when I say we take in, I'm not getting it. Rodney's not getting it. James is not getting it. The person that is hosting the build, that's the one that will be handling all that. Our hands are clean. We don't, you know what I'm saying? That way nobody has to worry, oh, we got 5 people in the pot and in the till and all that. No. Paco will handle, went to sleep on him. Paco will handle it this year, and it all goes through him. And thank you very much, Paco, for wanting to take that on. It's a big undertaking. I realize that. But we're trying to work out something, because not everybody builds cars, okay? But they still would like to help out. I understand that. I get it. So I know that we're going to accept special cars, if you will. And what I mean by special cars, or chase cars, for lack of a better term, okay? Chase cars that can be raffled or auctioned off to raise money. But we're also thinking about charitable donations. Don't quote me on that. Don't hold me to it. We'll let you know more about that when we get further down the road, because we don't want any issues with anybody feeling any way or anything. It may be something that we just don't want to mess with, but we're working toward that. I'm trying to get all this information out there so you will know it ahead of time, so that you will have time to plan accordingly and figure out what you as a person on YouTube want to do. If you're capable of doing a build, by all means do a build. If you'd rather send in $5, $2, $1, whatever, doesn't matter. Or if you want to send in a chase. We're trying to, like I said, make this as big as we can. We want to help as much as we can. You know, like I said, we're able to sit here and do this hobby. A lot of people can't do it. You know, health reasons, they just can't do it. So we want to try to help it where we can. So with that stated, enough about that. We'll get into that more. August 15th. And we're going to have to work on this one because it's confusing to me. So I reached out to Ronnie and asked him a question about it. It's any 1/64th police car casting. And the theme is they want to make it into a police race car. So I'm assuming that's taking any police car, changing the wheels on it, paint job, all that stuff, and making it into a race car. We'll let you know ahead of time on that one too. October 15th, any 1/64th casting. And you'll know who did this one. You'll know who come up with it. The theme is gassers. This person wants you to build your best gasser. And I shouldn't need to tell you who that is, but that's Mr. James Hewitt's over at Hewitt's Hot Wheels. He likes his gassers. So he wants you to take any car and turn it into or truck or whatever and turn it into a gasser. And last is, I'll go ahead and tell you, this is my month, December 15th of 2023. Anyone, and I'll post this in the video after we get done. Any 1/64th casting that's American. In other words, Corvette, Mustang, Camaro, AMC Javelin. All you have to do is turn it into an American road racer. And if you don't know what American road racer is or American road racing, do a quick search on YouTube. Just type in vintage American road racing and you'll see the cars that are on there. You'll see how they look. You'll see, you can get ideas from that. The decals, the wheels, the paint jobs, the stance, the exhaust, you know, the roll cages if you want to put roll cage in it, window netting, all that great stuff. There's a wealth of knowledge on that in these videos. So, you know, if you want to, take a glance and you can see what is what. But any American car. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the flat out 442. That would make a good one. But you have to change it. It can't just be a flat out 442. You know, you have to come up with your own style with it. Or take any Camaro and change it into a road racing Camaro or Mustang or like I said, Corvette, anything. But the reason, like I said, the reason we're doing it this way, any 1/64th casting, is so you don't have to go out and waste time and have expense and all that stuff. Nope. We want to take the hassle out of it for this year. And like I said, in the future, it may change. It may. Because one of my ideas, I want, next time I get to, I'm going to go ahead and warn you now, next time I get to choose, expect something crazy. Like take two cars and make it into one, or make it open, you know, make it, in other words, it can have an opening trunk, an opening hood, opening door, whatever, something along those lines. So, but this year we wanted to try to get everybody involved. That's the main thing. We want this to be fun for everybody. We don't want to say, you got to have, I'm looking up here, you got to have a heavy Chevy Camaro. Turn it into a show car, or turn it into a race car, or whatever. Because then you got to go try to find a heavy Chevy. And they're not just out there on every block. They're not. So that means you're going to have to go to somebody you know that has them, eBay, Macquarie, some of those sites like that, and try to get one. And if you get a vintage one, they're pricey. Very pricey. So we're trying to keep it simple. And I'm sorry for rambling so much, but that's just, you know how I am. I like to talk to you, you know, and explain things. But that's our 2023 build schedule. 6 builds plus the charity build. With that stated, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to post this screenshot so you can see it. let it play for about 30 seconds. And again, it's an open invitation for each month. We want everyone to participate that wants to. Can't make it any easier than that. Right? It's open to everybody. How easy can that be? Well, with that stated, I'm going to get off here. Hope you had a great day. Thank you so very much for watching my rambling about this. But I just wanted to put it out there. And I'm going to try to remember each build video that I do. I'm going to try to remember right after that. I'm going to do another video, putting the schedule back in. And that way you know what's upcoming. At least that's my plan. You know, this up here don't work like it used to. So until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and we'll see you.